Hi, and thanks for watching. This is my follow-up video to Stamp Wars 27. This is a giveaway video. You'll have to leave a comment at the end of this video, but you'll have to listen and answer the question in order to be eligible for the prize. And my contest is open to U.S. residents only, age 18 or older. Stamp Wars was on Saturday night over on NancyStamps YouTube channel, and this time it was probably the best Stamp Wars because we were using Nancy's products. That's right, Nancy and Spellbinders teamed up together to create some products with the NancyStamps brand and Spellbinders. The first product is the hot foil plate. This is called Nailed It Glimmer hot foil plate from the Toolbox Essentials collection by Nancy McCabe. Second, we have the All the Tools Etched dies from the Toolbox collection by Nancy McCabe. This features a set of 25 dies that cut out all of the favorite tools that you would find in a toolbox. And this is for both women and men. And I'm going to give you some ideas along the way of how you could definitely share this with your friends that are women. We also received the stamp set, a cut above the rest sentiments stamps. And we received the prototype. We did not receive the dies, but that's okay. We received the stamp set, and it has 13 stamps. And I'll read the sentiments to you here in a few minutes. I want to show you the cards that I created at Stamp Wars. My first card, I used the Nailed It hot foil plate. And I hot foiled it on black glossy cardstock. Then I used a piece of vellum and I heat embossed the sentiment. Thanks for your help, with black embossing powder. My second card was dry embossed. So I took the hot foil plate, I ran it through my Spellbinders Platinum machine using this paper that sort of looks like aluminum. And then I put that on an embossing folder that has a diamond plate sort of looking embossing folder. And I used the sentiment, nailed it again on vellum, and that was heat embossed with black embossing powder. So this was one of the sabotages. We had to emboss the hot foil die like a letterpress technique, just to show folks that you can use your hot foil dies or hot foil plates for other things besides hot foiling. And my final card features the tools die cut, and I made them in pink and purple because this is to be shared with a female friend. The sentiment says, "Thanks for building me up." And I used some platinum stardust stencil butter to make the tools sparkly and silver. And I ran out of time, so off camera after we were done, because we had to make 3 cards this time, which we normally only have to make 2, I had an embossing folder that looks like plaster. And so I took my ink pads and I dragged them across the embossing folder. Then I sprayed it with a little bit of water and I ran it through my platinum. So it basically looks like a pastel colored background that's pink, purple, and blue, and it looks like a plaster wall. So those are the 3 that I created for Stamp Wars. All right, let's get started on my card for my follow-up after Stamp Wars card. Here are the sentiments. I'm going to read these to you. Congrats on the new digs. Number 1 helper. Love you to bits. Sorry I screwed up. I appreciate you. Thanks for helping me. I am nuts about you. Nailed it! Exclamation mark. He who has the most tools wins. Thanks for building me up. You came, you sawed, you fixed, comma, thanks for all you do. A cut above the rest, and thanks for your help. Don't you just love all those punny sentiments? Now, here are the dies. I have them put on my magnetic board, and I've included both the dies from the die set and the hot foil die and the hot foil sentiment. So this is both products laid out for you. You can see all of the different parts of the die cuts of the dies that you then will cut. Everything fits together nicely, easy to follow, easy to understand. And I'm just laying out my cards here. These are the cards that I created for Stamp Wars. So I'm so happy for Nancy that she is doing this collaboration with Spellbinders. It's a real dream come true for her, and she's basically had to keep it a secret for a whole year. And so this is an exciting time, and I'm going to encourage all of you to please head over to Spellbinders. You can use my link below in the description box and go ahead and order this product. Put it on your wish list and then move it to your cart. And then you can check out and you can have it ordered. They are not available until March the 10th, but I just want to encourage you to head on over to Spellbinders and get yours, because I have a feeling the sales are going to be really good. And if you think you can wait and get them later, I would just say you want to make sure you get what you want, because there's nothing that says that it's going to be available if you wait too long. Okay, so during Stamp Wars, I actually foiled another panel during Stamp Wars. I didn't use this one, but I thought I would use it tonight. What I thought I would do is fussy cut these hot foiled tools. Now this is the hot foil plate, and I'm just going to take my scissors and trim out the tools. And what I did just now, right before, I was using a piece of the best craft tape ever from Spellbinders to remove a little bit of overfoiling. I just had a little bit of overfoiling, but it was nothing major and nothing that a little bit of washi tape can't take care of. I'll just go ahead and start with my largest tool, which is my saw. And I'm going to go ahead and trim everything out. I'm going to fast forward it just for the sake of time. Now, one thing, the tool set, yes, you can use it for the men in your life, but don't forget all the women who help you out of a tight spot, the women who help build you up. I love that sentiment. Just the ones that you're nuts about, that are friends, and maybe you have sisters or your mom. I would encourage you to think outside the toolbox and use these pieces for both male and female cards. Nancy is a single mom. There are a lot of single moms out there who are not only the mom but also the dad, and are responsible for all the household maintenance. Nancy, who I'm very proud of for many reasons, but the fact that she's raised two wonderful kids, and they're still being raised. I mean, they're still at home with her, but that she will take on any project at her home. She will fix a sink, install a new refrigerator, you name it. She's not afraid to tackle the handyman projects. So, like I said, let's not forget about all the girls and the gals in our life who really would probably get such a chuckle and such a joy if you would make them a card with this set of wonderful products. So, congratulations, Nancy. You're definitely my best friend. And if it wasn't for YouTube, we would have never met. And I know how hard she has worked. She has hustled her butt off to get where she is today. And the fact that Spellbinders worked with her to create her own line is something that is amazing and well deserved. So congratulations, my friend. I love you. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I am just going to heat emboss a whole bunch of these sentiments because I know that over the next couple of weeks I'll be making lots of cards with this stamp set, these dies, and this hot foil plate, and I want to have them in my stash. So I have 2 mini Misties, and I just lined up the sentiments a half and half basically, and I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I have some dies that are in my stash that I can use to cut out these sentiments. I can also just use my paper trimmer, lots of possibilities here. And I think just heat embossing them with black embossing powder is a nice classy look. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm just mass heat embossing these sentiments. I actually did each twice. So I did each sentiment twice. And then we'll go ahead and I'm using VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, which is a pigment ink, sticks to the paper a little bit. And I'm just using an ultrafine clear embossing powder that I received as part of some club that I was in at some point. Now I've got my heat tool and I'm just heating this up and it's melting the embossing powder. All right, so to build my card, I'm using a piece of black cardstock. I've got an A2 white card base. Once I get my black cardstock adhered to my white card base, then I'm going to use some pattern paper that I have in my stash. This is just some sort of a wood plank type pattern paper. And I'm just going to put that on top of the black. And then I have some plaid. I found some plaid pattern paper in my stash, and I thought that would look nice along the side. And I'm just basically pulling out scraps from my scrap box, and this card is coming together nicely with what I have. You could use any kind of pattern paper, really. And then I have some die cut shapes. These were actually also in my scrap box, and the sentiment nailed it. I had a die that I cut sort of at an angle, so I kind of like the way the words are going uphill a little bit instead of just straight across. But anyways, I have some Distress Oxide ink and frayed burlap. I'm going to grab my fingertip dauber and just apply some of that frayed burlap ink around the edge of that nailed it white die cut. And while I'm doing this, I want to remind everybody to make sure you check out all of the follow-up after Stamp Wars videos. So not only do I have one with a giveaway, but T over at Not Afraid of Color already posted hers, and she's giving away a gift certificate to Spellbinders. And Chow with Create with Chow is going to have hers up. I know she's already close to having hers done, so it'll be up really soon. And then Stacy over at S&R Creations from the Heart will have one. And then Nancy will have, of course, some videos in the future. What's cool about Stamp Wars is that you've got basically 4 or 5 different people who are using these products in many different ways to give you ideas. And none of our cards are similar. And you would think that they would be, but they're not. And that's what's so cool about it. It gives you so many great ideas that you can then use to create your cards. I will have all of their channels linked below in my description box, as well as all of these products. I would encourage you to use my links below. I get a small affiliate commission, and that helps me to continue my YouTube channel. If you do decide to use my affiliate links, there's no cost to you, but it does give me a small commission. I have these Spellbinders, and they're silver self-adhesive embellishments. I call them flat back pearls because they remind you of a pearl cut in half, but they're silver, and it just reminds me of a nail. So I put 3 of those right on my little die cut sentiment, and now I'm just deciding which tools I'm going to use on my card. And this card came together quickly, and I just use that hot foil plate, and I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue to adhere to adhere my tools. And while I'm doing that, I wanted to say thanks to Nancy over at NancyStamps for all the hard work and dedication she's put into Stamp Wars. And I want to thank Spellbinders for working with Nancy to create these wonderful products, and encourage Spellbinders to create more things with Nancy, and also all of you to please go get these products, because obviously if Spellbinders sees how popular they are and hopefully what a success, then hopefully they will be more apt to want to create more with her, because hopefully they know that the Foiling Snobs Club, which is a club on YouTube created by me and Nancy to help promote our YouTube, a club on Facebook created by Nancy and me to help promote our YouTube channels. Hopefully they'll realize that with the Foiling Snobs Club having thousands of members and Nancy's channel having 27,000 subscribers, that there's a pretty good fan base out there for Nancy's products. Okay, on the inside of my card, I just used some lightweight typing paper, computer paper, and I thought I'm going to use these tools up, put them inside the card, and then I can just hand write my sentiment on the inside of the card. So there's my card, folks. I hope you like it. If you do like my card, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe and ring the bell so that you're notified of when I publish videos. And for my contest, please let me know about how you would use this set of products for a female friend or a female loved one in your life. All you have to do is let me know in the comments, and you'll be entered into my contest. Would you give it to somebody for a birthday card, or as a pick-me-up, or thinking of you, or thank you, or encouragement? How would you share this with someone who is a woman? And as you're seeing this still photo of my finished card, hang tight because I have a bonus card. For my bonus card, I had some of the tools left over from the night we did Stamp Wars. I have the paint roller, the paintbrush, and the ruler. And I had this pattern paper that sort of looked like a painted wall. So I put those tools on that, and I used congrats on the new digs, because like Nancy said, if you're moving into a new apartment or a new house, you're going to be probably painting. And so this set and these products lend themselves well to housewarming cards. So that's my bonus card. I hope you like it. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to check out all the other videos that are Follow Up After Stamp Wars videos for your chance to win some awesome prizes. Have a hopeful day. Bye-bye.